Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I was just about to enjoy this plate of pasta that I made myself with a glass of Chianti Classico. And you know what? You should join me!
We've noticed that a lot of visitors to Italy stay exclusively in Florence when visiting Tuscany, instead of slowing down and immersing themselves in the unbelievable Tuscan countryside. They choose to visit on day trips and spend their evenings in the bigger city. Today we'd love to show you what you're missing out on by basing in Florence during your trip to Tuscany. Look, we get it. You want to see Florence.
But La Dolce Vita is so much harder to live when you're shoulder to shoulder with hundreds of other tourists. And why do that when the sweet life is just a stone's throw away?
The rolling hills, the medieval feel,
The best food you've ever tasted.
and the upside, your wallet doesn't have to suffer at all. Let's clear one thing up right away. This video is not meant to discourage you from visiting Florence. The Renaissance city is absolutely breathtaking and fully deserves its place on your European bucket lists. But after arranging trips to Italy for thousands of travelers, we keep hearing the same feedback over and over again. I wish I spent more time in Lucca. We wish we stayed overnight in Chianti, not just visited on a day trip. So, we decided to put together this video outlining 3 magnificent overnight destinations in Tuscany. You can add them to your itinerary alongside a night or 2 in Florence, or, if pressed for time, visit Florence easily on a day trip from any of them. Without further ado, let's get started.
Consider Lucca, an hour-long drive away from Florence.
A beautiful historic center with traces of its Roman origins, encircled by incredible Renaissance walls and infused with an authentic local vibe. That is Lucca. Also known as the city of 100 churches, Lucca boasts some of the finest examples of Romanesque architecture with intricately decorated facades. But what makes Lucca truly unforgettable is its atmosphere. Life still unfolds within the city walls, where locals greet each other on the street and narrow alleys bustle with unique shopping opportunities. Here, you feel like a guest in someone else's way of life, a feeling nowadays often lost to the overwhelming trend of catering primarily to tourists. And while you can definitely catch a glimpse of Lucca's charm on a day trip, its true magic reveals itself when the day trippers leave. Walk the 4-kilometer or 2.6-mile-long circle of the city walls at sunset, or stroll Lucca's quiet streets at dusk and discover a romantic calm that the always busy Florence rarely offers. For the best introduction, we recommend a walking tour paired with tastings of Lucca's specialties. Start your morning with a sweet pastry as you learn about Lucca's historic rivalries with Pisa and Florence. Enjoy a delectable charcuterie board at Lucca's most unique square, a former Roman amphitheater, as you learn about the town's still visible Roman past. Savor a slice of cecina, a local chickpea flatbread, as you learn about the silk trade's vital role in the city's prosperity. And, of course, end with gelato and a conversation about modern Lucca and its many festivals. The city's location also makes it a perfect base for several incredible day trips. Travel north to the coast for an amazing day of exploring Cinque Terre and its colorful villages. Or venture to the Apuan Alps on a unique tour of the Carrara marble quarries to see the stone that has given us many monuments since ancient times, including Michelangelo's David and the Colosseum. Just a half-hour train ride away is Pisa, with its famous Leaning Tower and other incredible monuments. And wine lovers won't be disappointed either. While some of Tuscany's best-known wine regions are just out of reach, Lucca is surrounded by vineyards and family-run wineries producing excellent small-batch wines, easily reached on a tour by car or even bike. Lucca is unique. Lucca is authentic. And is the perfect alternative to spending all of your Tuscan nights in Florence.
Try spending a few nights in beautiful medieval Siena.
Once a banking metropolis, Siena is a typical Tuscan hill town full of history and culture and an intriguing dose of neighborhood patriotism. It is perhaps best known for the Palio, a bareback horse race held twice a year on Piazza del Campo, the city's main square. While we wouldn't necessarily recommend visiting during the Palio, the spirit of rivalry between Siena's 17 contrade, its historic city districts, is alive year-round. Between spring and September, each contrada celebrates its own patron saints with a roaring celebration complete with processions, music, and pageantry. These traditions make Siena feel like a living medieval town, where centuries-old customs are still woven into everyday life. Busier than Lucca, yet calmer than Florence, Siena strikes the perfect balance for those who prefer city life but crave a touch more authenticity. Perched on a hilltop, the city rewards its visitors with romantic views and even hides a few helpful escalators to ease the climbs. The city, famous for its cuisine, is also the perfect place to learn to make traditional Tuscan dishes, like the hearty bread-based soup papa al pomodoro or thick, hand-rolled pasta called pici. Recipes you'll easily be able to recreate at home, all under the guidance of a true Tuscan chef and a helpful translator, hosted in a professional cooking studio. Siena, just over an hour south of Florence, also makes for a great base for day trips. Halfway between the two lies the breathtaking Chianti wine region. We'll talk more about this area later, but all of its charm, tranquility, and world-class wines are easily within reach if you decide to stay in Siena. So is the hilltop town of San Gimignano, known for its iconic skyline of medieval towers and famous treats. Some of Tuscany's most charming villages and iconic postcard views unfold just about an hour further south in Val d'Orcia. Visit the hilltop towns of Montepulciano and Montalcino and soak in the sweeping views of the Tuscan countryside. If you enjoy the energy of a city but yearn for more authenticity, Siena might just be the perfect pick for you.
How about discovering the world-famous Chianti wine region?
For the last entry on our list, we embrace the tranquility of Tuscany's largest classified wine region, known for its iconic red wines, cypress-lined roads, rolling hills of lush green meadows, olive groves, and sunny vineyards, ancient Etruscan sites dotting the landscape, and its charming villages and estates. The Chianti region is the perfect getaway for those who want to truly relax on their vacation. Too often, in the pursuit of seeing everything and anything, travelers choose not to plan any breaks during their trips. And it's understandable. There's just so much to see and experience. But we can't overemphasize how important it is to plan a few restful days. Days where you just get to soak up the beauty of the place you came so far to visit and spend some cherished time with your loved ones. Chianti is therefore a dream come true for traveling couples, especially if marking a special occasion like an engagement, honeymoon, or anniversary. Cozy, rustic accommodations with an opulent edge are scattered around the countryside in brand new villas as well as centuries-old castles. The best part is that relaxing by the pool in the Tuscan countryside won't set you back as much as you might think, especially if your alternative is a nice hotel room in Florence. More remote areas offer a greater peace and a sense of private luxury, ideal for travelers who prefer private tours anyways, or those self-driving around the region. And you won't be left wanting. Most accommodations come with their own restaurant, spa, or wine cellar, and can arrange activities like truffle hunting, wine tasting, or even vintage car rentals. For a semi-remote option, stay in Castellina in Chianti, a picture-perfect Tuscan village with a fortress, a museum, countless wine cellars, excellent restaurants, and more. Spend your time learning how Tuscan food is made and taste the fruits of your labor alongside a glass of the renowned Chianti Classico. As you can see, Tuscany truly has something for every kind of traveler, whether you're chasing history, food, wine, or just a little peace and beauty. Our hope is that this overview inspires you to look beyond Florence and discover the many treasures waiting in the region. But don't just take our word for it. Here's our beloved Florence guide, Petra, in her own words.
I do not spend enough time in Tuscany. They're focusing and visiting all the museums, all the cities, go, and they do not really enjoy the beauty of the landscape, of the city or the people. It's better if they spend more time in other cities and less time in Florence. I usually go to Lucca as a tourist. For me, it's beautiful, because I love the walls. Walk around the walls is like being in another, back in days, back in the Middle Ages. Siena is a Siena. For me, it's more the horse race. So the palio, the neighborhoods, tradition, culture. So I would say Siena is more vibrant, it's life. And Chianti is wine. Chianti is happiness. Discover the culture of wine, that is not get drunk. That means appreciate the wine, learn about how to make wine, the different type of grapes and the culture behind that, and the history of all the families that live on the wine business.
If you've been dreaming of a trip to Italy or Europe in general, but aren't sure where to start, we at JayWay would love to plan the perfect vacation for you, tailored to your needs and preferences. Visit our website, jaywaytravel.com, or click the link in the video's description to learn more about our semi-independent tours and hear what our guests have to say about their JayWay travel experience. That will be all from us today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as that really helps us create more videos like these, and we will see you next time.